So yeah, today's gonna be real quick. I just wanted y'all to see this that Craze is coming back. He's firing back with a whole new mixtape with his homie DJ Matsu, who's really sick, real sick turntablist. And I just got put on to him today. I guess they're both out of Miami, and they put together a group called Omicasa, Omicasa, I guess. And so yeah, let's click on this. Oh, let's turn the volume. Let's let it bump. But see, this is dope because this is dope. Notice they got a Matrix poster in the background. But yeah, this is dope because this is like a house mixtape, I believe, or something like that. And I think that a lot of turntablists need to expand their palette, expand their repertoire outside of just down tempo, just certain speeds and things like that. Because hip hop has no speed. You know what I'm saying? When people invented hip hop, they're playing all types of stuff. You know what I'm saying? All types of speeds. So turntablism is not just a subset of hip hop. Turntablism is its own art form that expands every genre. So I encourage DJs and inspire DJs to not only practice over all different types of speeds and genres, but also actually drop different types of speeds and genres and mix them. You know what I'm saying? Because before, people were saying all this like open format and all that type of stuff. People were saying they're just being hip hop people. They weren't calling it open format. But I'm not mad that people have that name as an open for those that don't know, open format means you play all types of stuff. But yeah, let's play this. Though I never heard people do open format with country. Yeah, that was sick. And next week we're going to be talking about the drum and bass scene as it relates to turntablism, because I noticed like with JFB and with Craze, they're getting more paper than everybody. A lot of people in turntablism as far as like consistent gigs. So I noticed that it might be that drum and bass is a great direction for a lot of turntablists who are looking to make some paper in the game, because a lot of genres, if you start scratching over something, a lot of times people will look at you crazy, or just like, can you stop that or whatever. And junglist people like hardcore stuff. I'm more of a junglist myself than drum and bass, but the drum and bass people, junglist people, everybody in between, love scratching. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to Craze for keeping it diverse and keeping scratching alive. At shows where people are dancing to the scratches, because with this whole beef, Craze has a point where it's like people are dancing to Craze's cuts, and people aren't dancing. People are just kind of staring at Qbert's cuts. And obviously it's two different types of genres, but Craze can do both. He could do a show where you stand and watch at him, or he could do a show where he's keeping everybody dancing. Same as Qbert, but I haven't seen Qbert, do a dance party in a minute. Let's go back. Notice it said radio mix on there, and I think that's very important because a lot of people feel like, oh, scratching is even turntablists feel that scratching so abrasive it can't it can't be a number one hit song. But you got to remember, lots of number one hit songs. One of the last hit songs that have scratching was Nicki Minaj years ago, when she brought back the Baby Got Back. You know what I'm saying? And it had the original cuts from the Baby Got Back in it. And I was like, wow, you can hear scratching on the radio. Who would have thought Nicki Minaj would bring it back? You know what I'm saying? I'm not a Nicki Minaj fan, but I do believe she has bars. But it's just the content of her bars, is whack to me. And that she's a gang member. I don't push all the blood Crip stuff. But yeah, so I'm just gonna let this bump one more time, and we got a Matrix poster in here, and we're gonna go into Matsu's page and Omicasa's page. So Omicasa is their new group. That's like I guess it's like a house kind of scratch group, which is sick. That's a very sick concept because nobody's doing that. Most people that are scratching, everybody's still on some loopers that are straight, usually down tempo, between 80 and maybe 105, you know what I'm saying? Then somebody might do some 120 electro, you know what I'm saying, or whatever. But yeah, so let's play this one more time because this is hot. So we heard some of those orbits in there, some of those two clickers. It was like, it could have been twiddled, with two fingers, or it could have been, just fast clicking. But yeah, these cats are both skilled tablists, and you see they're both skilled tablists, and you see what's in the studio. This is Matsu's studio, and you can see he's got this Matrix poster on his wall. You know what I'm saying? He's studying the science of turntablism, and once again, this is TTM Academy, the apex of hip hop science. So we're always going to be, breaking down the science of all these things. Yeah, so let's go to here. So this is Matsu's page. And shout out to Matsu once again, repping with the Matrix poster. And then we're going to go back to here. But yeah, Miami's always been, on the East Coast, a haven for high-level turntablism and high-level just, music art in general, I'm really in the breakcore type of stuff. So, Otto von Schirach and all that type of stuff, and he was, dropping some ill, break records back in the day too. But yeah, I'm gonna be dropping some breakcore kind of juke, kind of Bali funk mixtapes coming soon. So I'm coming back to the DJ game. I haven't been spinning in clubs in a second, so I'm about to start coming back. About to start dropping some tapes. But yeah, so let's go through Matsu's page here. But yeah, check this out. Killing it. He's not just dancing and knob tweaking, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like a lot of people diss house and all that type of stuff and trance and a lot of EDM or just all the dance stuff because the cats aren't doing anything. But that's the thing, is it doesn't have to be like that. You can do a trance set and go off, and people still don't even have to know that you were cutting, because if you're a good enough turntablist, you can, throw a triple 3D in a, you know what I'm saying, at the end of a climax, and people are going to freak out. You know what I'm saying? Really, really hot every time my records drop. Really, really hot. Sick because he's showing different techniques that he drops in clubs, and it's great for booking agents and promoters to see this. And he's also got He's got a new record out on Fool's Gold. He's got and I want to make an important note because I just got blocked from Scratch Nerds on multiple accounts, and I just got blocked from Turntablist Performances just because I'm posting this new stuff, and they don't want to hear about the Craze and stuff beef, and they just want to keep everything bedroom and everything DJ Odilon running the game or something. They think that if they can just keep a little closed community and not, let everybody know what's going on outside of their own closed community, that they can like rule it or whatever. But it's important for turntablists to get out the house and go to a party, what I'm saying, and meet people, what I'm saying, and actually get out there into the world, and I'm not knocking bedroom stuff because I'm a bedroom, DJ too. I scratch in a bunch of rooms in my house, and actually we're gonna be doing a bunch of scratch dojo stuff in my new dojo I just built, but we're gonna be talking about that in the future. But yeah, people need to get out of the house, and I've seen some clips of him cutting at clubs, and he's killing it. This cat's definitely killing it. DJ Matsu. Oh, okay, so he's out of Brooklyn. I thought he was from I totally thought he was from Miami, but yeah, he's out of Brooklyn. That's hot. All right.
Hey yo, raise them up, motherfucker.
This is sick because he's he's showing his his finger drumming skills and stuff like that.
Fuck that beat up.
So that's the thing, is like, yeah, you can drop pure skills, with this whole Craze Qbert beef. You can straight just drop skills like how Qbert does, and it's like, okay, I'm just getting all technical, and it's poles on a spectrum, and there's different poles. It's not just a one-dimensional spectrum. It's a spectrum with a lot of different angles coming out of it, a lot of different vectors and different types of skills, and and Craze is coming with the well-rounded stuff, and this cat's coming with well-rounded too, because music selection is very important. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as like how dope it is or whatever, like that type of thing. But yeah, let's keep That was dope. All right, so let's see some other cuts. Let's see this, right? This guy has skills. Shout out to all the Scratch Dance people. that was sick, right? That was sick. You know what I'm saying? And it just goes to show that, you don't have to be limited to one genre. You don't have to be like, oh yeah, I scratch, so I can only do these types of clubs or these types of parties. You know what I'm saying? Because you can scratch any genre. You know what I'm saying? You can scratch country. You can scratch classical. You know what I'm saying? You can scratch whatever. This is his new single on and I just want to also make a important point too, is because I'm just covering the news and people act like I got like they act like covering the news is like beef or something, but if you're just covering some beef, that's not the same as like having beef or anything like that. And people are very somebody was saying ever since COVID, people got real soy, and that's real. That's true. People have gotten mad wimpy since COVID, and not just since COVID. Just people have been getting wimpier in general in the scratch game and hip hop, intellectual stuff in general, and everybody's like, but that's why it's good. Craze is coming back and bringing fire into all this. So he's literally dropping some fire. And he's reigniting people talking about battling and stuff again, like not just DMC battles where it's kind of like a benign kind of battle, but like a real battle. It's like real battles are back. It's not just a benign like, well, I'm not really trying to diss you, you know what I'm saying, like that type of thing. So I'd love to see people in DMC start to really go in on each other, especially if they know, like, oh, okay, if somebody knows Knockers is gonna probably win Miami, then if whoever's trying to take Knockers out in Miami, they could specifically go for him. And we're going to talk about all the DMC winners and stuff too. We're going to start covering DMC news and stuff like that. Shout out to Christy Z. All right, but let this play. So even though A-trak's been trying to appropriate my stuff over the years, and I've covered that, I'm not even gonna hate and like try to censor his music. That's why I brought up the Odilon stuff, because Odilon's trying to like censor me. And and he was trying to sun me in his battle, like he put me next to some like a 10-year-old kid, like the 10-year-old kid was dope. It was one of the dopest battles I've actually seen as a scratch battle, one of the scratch nerds battle, because I can give somebody a compliment even if they're a hater. It's like if A-trak's hating on me, I can still compliment his label and compliment this track that he's putting out, this brother right here. Same with Odilon's battle. It's like, I think Scratch Nerds is a dope battle, but I think Odilon's he's just trying to monetize his beats and his loopers, and he's trying to like create a closed hygienic environment that's all suited towards his monetization, and everybody's kind of doing that in a lot of realms in turntablism, and that kind of kills the culture when everybody tries to cut each other off and have these little closed bedroom environments. But oh yeah, I'm gonna let it play. That's it, right? That's it. I'm gonna get this, definitely. I'll definitely play this. To me, it's a dope track. It doesn't matter who made it or the politics behind it. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, see, I'm a big IDM head too, and and that's what I was saying before. Like with Craze, Miami's always been a mecca for IDM, and this cat's coming out of New York. This is dope. You know what I'm saying? And I know he was, probably influenced by the Miami sound. You know what I'm saying? Even Rick Ross was influenced by the Miami sound. I was told that some of his early producers were, overlapping with, some Miami IDM and stuff like that. They were putting out some IDM type tracks too. Because even with a lot of the drill sounds and things like that, or the late crunk sounds and the late trap sounds, people started using the envelopes and filters on the hi-hats and stuff like that, and they were doing a lot of that stuff in Miami first. You know what I'm saying? I mean, of course, me and my crew out of New York, like, because I came up with and being influenced by Anti-Pop Consortium, and they're doing that stuff in the late 90s, mid 90s, late 90s. And we're going to be talking about Anti-Con kind of appropriating their name months, if not just like a year or so after Anti-Pop came out. But we're going to be having a whole lecture on that soon. So this cat's ill. Definitely check him out. And this is their group. So their group is called Omicasa, and let's look at it. So yeah, this is Craze and Matsu right here. So this is called. So definitely like and subscribe or I guess just follow. This is Instagram. But yeah, like and subscribe their YouTubes too or whatever. But yeah, so I'm gonna click like and all this stuff because I'm just finding out about this today. So yeah, let's see. So yeah. So they got a I guess it's like a house kind of. That's dope. Omicasa, that's dope. Can't wait to hear that album. I'm gonna definitely support. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's dope. So you see they're deep in the studio. All right. But yeah, let's go back up to here. I feel like I saw him at a club. I just want to show y'all what turntablism can look like. You know what I'm saying? In a club environment. Yeah, y'all seen it, but I just want to show y'all. Let me see. I feel like I just saw one here. Yeah, here we go. He's like, so if you're a turntablist, you don't have to be limited to being outside the party. You can be part of the party. You know what I'm saying? There's no reason. Just because most party DJs are fake doesn't mean that you can't be dope and do parties. And that's what Craze has been pushing this whole time, is saying that Qbert's not well-rounded enough. You know what I'm saying? He's kind of all in one spectrum. It's kind of like if you play Dungeons and Dragons or any type of video games. My generation, we had Dungeons and Dragons. I'm older. I'm 45, but the younger kids, everybody's playing just the role-playing video games now. And with role-playing video games, you have different poles. It'll be like, oh, agility's this. You know what I'm saying? Magic is this. Dexterity is this. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have different criteria. And what Craze is saying is that is like he's the ultimate top DJ because all his polls are as high as they can be, and maybe not the highest in the scratching poll, but you know what I'm saying? The scratching poll is just like maybe like magic. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe Qbert's got a magic level of 97, and maybe Craze's magic levels is 83, but all of Craze's other levels are way higher than Qbert. You know what I'm saying? And so that's what he's basically saying. I agree with the Craze. Qbert's gonna have to come with more heat to be seen as more more well-rounded. So let me let this play. Ready, go! See, that was sick. That's sick. So yeah, so we're gonna end it on that. And the ballet funk stuff is definitely always progressive on the edge. And shout out to DJ Nino. He's a TTM Ninja too. We're releasing the TTM Ninja Scratch crew this year. And he's actually a TTM Ninja Scratch artist. So our Scratch crew is not just not just about the cuts, you know what I'm saying, and all that, but also arts, all different types of things. But yeah, so we'll be covering him. So yeah, shout out to the whole Brazil, all the ballet stuff is still it hasn't even really hit America yet. It's been hitting for years, obviously, since and even before the Diplo era and stuff like that. But like I was saying before, we're gonna get into the Diplo stuff because Diplo came as a fan of my show in 2003. And he was actually bigging up my mixtapes, when he was with Turntable Lab, and it was Adrian Machina from also connected to Miami. Shout out to that whole Secret Frequency crew, so shout out to the whole Secret Frequency crew, because those are heads, you know what I'm saying? Those are my homies. All right, so yeah, peace, y'all. We're out. And the last thing I'll say is, notice the Matrix posters and people's, people with the highest skill levels are coming with the Matrix in 2024, because this is a real science, right? And this cat's killing it.